with my final review of the day. This is something that I'm so excited. I'm really happy that I was able to get it. This is a beer from Firestone Walker. It's a beer that I've heard a lot about, but I've never been able to try this beer. This is their Stickee Monkee Central Coast Quad. Firestone Walker is, of course, out of California, Los Angeles, I believe, or maybe San Diego, I forget. But there's like Firestone Walker came into my area maybe a year ago, maybe a year or two years ago, maybe. But like with as far as their limited release stuff like this, I might get one here and there. I don't get all of them. Like I've never been able to try the Sakava or the Parabola, but I've always wanted to do this, and now I have it. This was a lot of money for a small bottle. This beer gets a 4.99, or no, a 4.8, I think, on Beer Advocate. It says, well, Beer Advocate does not, like if there's a beer that has that does a different release every year, Beer Advocate does not break those down. It has one page for everything, so it does say 12.5 on there. Let's see if that's accurate. I don't know. I love how the interesting ones come in barrels like that. This is actually 11.4% alcohol by volume. Central Coast Quad. Very excited for that. Okay. Trying to see here. Store at 40 degrees, serve at 55. Alright. Let's go ahead and see how the Stickee Monkee is. I'm very excited for that part. But it was like, I think, $10 for this little 12 ounce. When I first started drinking like craft beer, I did not like quads so much. But as I've kind of gotten into it, I've grown to love quads, like seriously. Especially like the first quad I ever I've tried was the Three Philosophers by Amagon. I don't get to have quads very often. Ooh, Stickee Monkee. Now, obviously, it's going to be a thick product. It's going to be a thick quad here. Quads are usually thick. So with that pour, we have not much head, and it's kind of to be expected with some things like this. It is very dark. I can see like some ruby highlights coming through it, but I can't tell anything about bubbles, particulate matter, or anything like that. Let's go ahead and get the smell here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try and break down what that is. That's a complex smell right there. So I'm picking up like some dark fruits, first off. Picking up some dark sugariness like that. Definitely, it's like definitely like a Belgian like thing happening, but it's not really supposed to be like a Belgian. It's just supposed to be a quad, I guess. But let's go ahead and guess it here. Ooh. Okay. Yes. Wow. Okay. That is dark, it's deep, it's complex. Just wow. Very complex, very delicious, just good all around. Not the strongest quad I ever had, but it's definitely is a big one. So I'm getting darker fruits. I'm getting like a darker, maybe some sort of dark, like candy sugar or something like that. I'm getting a yeastiness. I'm getting a bit of a booziness, but there's like only a little bit coming through. I bet that as this warms, I'll have some more booziness going on here. I'm not really sure what else is there. It's just so contemplative. It's so just wow. This is very much a big beer happening here, but just like a little bit of like a spice thing going on, maybe a little bit. Definitely a lot of great maltiness. There's definitely some sting to it. Not in terms of like the feel of the sting, but it's like there's a lot happening in one glass right now. A lot happening here. And it's hard for me to discern it. It's hard for me to place it because it's so dark, deep, contemplative. It's so full. The profile is so full. Everything about this is just so vast and just deep. And it presents a taste. It presents a good taste that's like one of the best beers that you've probably ever had, to be honest. I mean, in terms of like Belgian type beers, in terms of quads at least, it's definitely up there. There's a couple of the quads that I've had from a couple of beers that a couple of companies that were like really like sort of not the most well known, and they were just like they had some really big things happening. This is kind of up there with those because it does have a lot of things going on. It's just so, and the whole thing together presents an experience which is just beauty in a glass, I guess. I mean, this is a solid A+. I mean, this is one of the better. This is up there with some of those really nice quads that I've had. A lot of them I've paid more money for than this, but man, the feel, it's medium. Actually, it's not even that thick. It is thick in terms of like what's happening, but the feel is like medium to heavy, but it's not heavy. It's not heavy like drinking KBS or something like that. It's not heavy. Whew. It does have some stickiness. It is a sticky Monkee, for sure. It lives up to his name for sure. It does have some levels of drinkability happening here for sure. I mean, I could just kind of like drink this down because it does have a lot of drinkability, but I want to sip on some of these other beers that I've reviewed in the past half hour. Let this warm up, and I'm thinking more stuff will come out. So if you've had the Stickee Monkee, especially the 2018 version, I think you should tell me what you think of it in the comments below, or if you had even any other of the versions. I want to hear about those too. If you have had any of the previous years. Thank you for watching. And A+ for sure. A+.